Give him a nice little hand rub. Just get those old bones working. Remember, he's coming up 12 in October. You're coming up a big 12-year-old boy. So I'm going to do the bath later. At the moment, what I'm just going to do is just trim all this hair down. Give it a brush with a slicker brush, and then go through it with the cutter here. I'm going to take it down to about 6mm from the side of the mane here, right back down these legs. And I'm going to do it without putting them onto this, but when I do the drying I will probably have to put them on this so that I can get underneath. But I'll show you little techniques of it without using, and usually it's you getting your hand underneath between the hind legs, your arm, and just supporting it. That way it will stop them from going to ground. Now, just to let me check, where's my phone? What did I do with my phone? On the table, mister. Just got to remember. Right, let me turn that music off. There we go. Oh, it came out first time there. Oh, that's good. Hello, Claudia. So we've got Claudia, Liz. God, it must be early in the morning for you, Claudia. Just let me know you can hear me in the chat. Okay, it's indicating that my voice is getting through to you. So what I want to start with, again, support. You can either go underneath the thingy, but don't pick up. Just he's at his legs. As long as the feet are still staring, you don't want to do this because it's just going to cause pressure here on your shoulder. We're going to do this a little bit at a time. Just give the hair a wee comb so it doesn't, there's not so many mats there. And I'm just doing it really, really gently. Just right down to the, you know, the bottom here. So, happy Sunday, everybody. Now, what I want is a 6mm. So that's a 9, that's a 3, that's a 9, 12, 12. Here we go, 6mm. Alright, I can hear myself on the phone, so hopefully you are actually picking me up, okay? So just going to do this a little bit at a time. And today's treat is the two mighty meaty sticks. They are very nice. He loves them. He does love them. And I'm only going to give these a little bit at a time. Sort of like reward for each bit of the job that I do. So we've actually got a little bit of sunshine outside, but again weather's a bit iffy. So I've got a 6mm cut on here. I've got this to 0.8 here, so it's roughly about 6.5mm. Right, bum up. Bum up. Come on, bum up. Up the daisy. This will be the last cut of the year. Everything else will just be a little bit of trimming. I might be quiet at times, and that's simply because I'm concentrating on not cutting too much off. You don't want to take it further than the little sort of like knuckle here. I think they call it the hawk. So I've got my finger around there. A good idea to go over with the slicker brush, so you can see where the hair still needs a little bit more cutting. There we go. Oberon can be very patient. It depends really also, like, so if I'm being a bit rough with him now, like when I'm doing some of the combing and stuff, especially if I'm working on mats, he can be very impatient. Also a good idea, if you've got a little bin or something like that nearby, collect as much of the hair up as you can, because you don't want it to sort of like building up and you end up with a big pile of hair actually on the table. Yeah, that's alright down there. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. Right, can you turn around for me? That's my boy. I'll give you another treat. Eh? Give you another treat. Good to give rewards. Always reward. I'm a very much reward based dog groomer. Because he knows he's getting something out of it. I always start off here. Oh. Look what I just picked out of him. Grass seed. Oh, I just dropped it on the floor. Can always tell when guys get arthritis, can't you? They just drop, I drop everything. Quite a few mats in there. If you want to get mats out, isolate the mat and just cut it. That's the easiest way. I always start with this part, I always start the downwards first. It's just a gradual wearing it down, so the hair always is going in the same direction. Right down to the hock. Right, it's taking off a fair amount of hair here, but this is okay because it's this will keep him going through the winter so he doesn't get too cold, although I've got jackets there that I can use to keep him extra warm, especially when we go camping and stuff. Now I'm not going to do the bottom of the paws at the moment. I want to be able to give him a bath first before I start tackling this, so I can get it just right next so it's more hoof. But you can see how quickly his hair bloody grows. And because he's moved like that actually. This makes the job so easy. Now bum up. wonder if it would be better doing him. The reason I use a towel is so that it's not so slippery. Now if he wants to go to ground, that's okay. Oh, this is a turn for the treat. Oh, my coffee's still a bit too hot. Right, bum up. Now I'm going to take it from here right down to the base of the tail. From here. Alright, you can do that if you want. Is that tickly? He is very ticklish. And I'm following the direction of where the hair sort of like falls back, so it makes it much more even. And the secret is making sure that this stays flat like that, so it gets an even cut. I need you to stand up, babe. Up to Daisy. That's it. Because you put your hand under here, it stops them from going to the ground. Then alternate using the slicker brush just to tidy it up and find out like areas here that needs to be seen to. Bum up, come on, bum up. Every now and then you do have to clean out this bit, because what happens is you get a build up of hair. Come on, you up. Jump up. There we go. No, that doesn't mean jump off, mister. Yeah, you can lie down if you want now. It's just a big... Actually, jump down a second, Obi. Jump down. Down you get. Oh, it's too far away from the table, is it? Yeah, down there, that's it. You still get treats, you know. I'm not finished. I think I'm going to take the thingy off of this, because what it is it's making the hair not so easily to manage. But that's a fair amount of hair there. Obi! Now this is the best way to pick up hair. But I only put the towel on here because it does stop him from slipping. Put that on here for a second. God, it's hot because of the studio lights. Get as much of that hair off as possible. I'll put this straight into the wash. Bloody paint on it, that's why I use it as a tablecloth. Oberon! Obi, come on! I got treats! Obi! Come on! Up you come. Come. That's it. And while I'm giving them the treats, I can look and I can see where I need to do a bit more work. But this is where the sort of where you can be a little bit thingy with it. What I'm doing is I'm cutting the hair that's hanging right down, but not actually cutting the hair all off, just a little bit, little trim. See the size of that mat there? Now see, I know where these mats start, and the hair it's attached to. What you want to do is just get right under the mat. That's how you take a mat out, and that's quite a big one, isn't it? But that's the weather. That is the crappy weather we have here in the UK. Well, actually, not just the UK, but it's practically all over. Like I've said, Europe might be burning, but we're drowning here. And there's been no rain today, but there's really big dark clouds out there. We might get a thunderstorm. It feels like it. There's a lot of static in the air, because my arms, especially here, it gets tingly. which usually means there's an electrical charge about somewhere. Now for the big mats, I'm either going to snip them out, or I'm going to use this, which probably this is better than using scissors. One, it's faster. Two, it means that he's not in so much discomfort. Now I'm going to cut this hair on the top, but I'm going to use the scissors for that. There's a few little mats in here, but they're easily dealt with the slicker brush. They're just little ones, but for really big ones, but what I'll show you is, see the mat here, and that's all it's holding it. It's just a little bit of hair right there. Not a problem anymore. Takes care of the mats really easily. I mean, if you get a nice bit of sunshine out there, hopefully, it indicates that there's going to be a bit of sunshine towards maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, so I'll watch out for it. And if we do, I'll give Obi his bath really quickly, then I'll take him for a walk so he can dry outside, and then come and do the hair dryer and the slicker brush. But at the moment I just want to concentrate on trimming this hair down. And just pay attention to the mane. Now for cutting the hair, I will use my scissors. Much easier. Scissors and comb. What did I do with the comb? Bum up. I thought the comb. Oh, here it is. I need a Claudia. So I hope people are able to see me. Out of the way. Right, so what I want to do here, little big nose. The eyes just needs a little bit of trim. You see where the hairs are a little bit longer? I think now that you cut this hair, I'm going to put you on the frame, because I don't want to end up making a mess of it. All I've got to do now is wonder what I did with your collar. Oh, there it is. Now a bit of the sniffles. See, one thing I'm very concerned about is with the weather, is that it's hot one day, cold the next, hot and cold, and you know the old saying about hot and cold. Oops, I better get that out of your way. Although there's about half a dozen hairs in there. I had to get this out of the way. Right. That's it, hold it there, sit, if you can. I've got the sniffles, haven't I? I've got the sniffles, mister. I just want to take a little bit off the top so that it doesn't impede his eyesight. Was that on your nose there, was it? Mm. And this takes a lot of concentration. Bloody sleep, eh? What was that? Sleep nuggets in your eyes, mister. Oh, it's sticky, isn't it? It's sticky. Let's see if I can do this. Actually, this is much easier. Now I'm going to do a lot of work, especially on this area, because this I'll have to use apple cider vinegar and probably corn flour to get out, because there is a few mats around the chops, and that's reasonable because of the amount of water they drink it will cause it. No, stand up, mister, don't choke yourself. Eh? Don't choke yourself. Actually, what I will do is I'll turn this up just a little bit so that one, it leaves, I think, roughly about 2-3 millimeters here. Just taking a tiny amount off each time. There we go, we've cleared those eyes. Now I can see how beautiful you are. And see how beautiful you are. He's got some massive mats underneath this chin, which means it will be corn flour to start off with for this, but I'm going to only do it a little bit at a time, and I want to give him a bath before I do any of this cutting, but I can take him off of this now. I've done enough of the eyes, I think. There we go, chops up. Actually, if I go around here, I'll probably do a better job of it. Chops these up. Oh. away. Oh, it's tiring work. Hi Wendy, how are you? How's Ellis doing, Wendy? See the mat. Sometimes if you get one of the mats just right, you can tell it's actually been held on with a few strands. But the thing is with the mats is that you have to, if you can, brush them out. Ooh, big kissable lips, eh? Mr. Kissable. Don't you dare sneeze in my face, you little monkey. Whew. Hey, Robbie. But you see, his hair fluffs up really nice with the slicker brush. I might do the bath tomorrow. I didn't realise how tiring this has been. I mean, I went to bed yesterday, I felt really knackered, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I didn't wake up to the back of 9. And then I did a little walk video, as some of you know. And when I came back, made myself a cup of tea, went back to bed and didn't wake up till nearly 12 o'clock. I think that's just, oh, I don't know. Well, I'm happy with that. I mean, it's never going to be a perfect cut, but I'm not looking for perfection. What I'm looking for is it makes it much easier for him. What happens when Oberon has this area cut? It's like he's got a new lease of life. When he's outside, he wants to bounce a bit all over the place. And I think that's simply because he's not overheating. I mean, let's face it, Tibetan terriers are winter dogs, they're not summer dogs. I do get these little kisses from them, they're really nice. So I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. I think that between here, behind the ears and the legs, it's going to be a job. It's going to probably take a few days, because basically what I want to do is get all the mats out before I actually bath them. And some of them I'm going to cut out, some of them I'm going to brush out, particularly around underneath the ears and stuff. if I can get them to the strands of hair it's holding the mats, I might just cut them out. But round about the chops here, around this part, I'm going to actually brush them out. I'll use the corn flour to dry the mats and then use the slicker brush to pull them out and then get in there with the comb to style it. So I hope Nicole Ladwig, I hope Arsenal win today. She's away to the football with Paul. Yeah. I tell you what, the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal play is really, really, really nice. Beautiful stadium. There we go. I think what I'll do is I'll take a break now because I'm absolutely knackered. I didn't realise that was as tiring as possible. But what I will do at some point is I want to start reading the Missing 411, and I might do that with sitting on a settee with Obi. And as long as people can hear me okay, I might start doing that tonight. I might do a sort of little, because usually on the Sunday we usually have our IM meeting. If you want to have the IM meeting tonight, let me know and we can do that. And sort of like check in with each other, make sure everybody's okay. What's that? Oh, glue. Glue. If only other things were as easy to pick up. Because these tables don't have, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be non-slip, but you see yourself, your paws are all over the place. So anyway, thanks for watching everyone. We will see you a little bit later. We will do a show tonight because I'm surprised that Claudia and Wendy have actually got here because it must be so early in the morning back in the US. And yeah, tonight, if you want to do the IM meeting, we can do the IM meeting. If you want me to just sit and read Missing 411, sort of share some really strange stories with you. Halfway through one of the new books that Claudia sent me, and it's Eastern USA. Oh man, it's amazing. And the thing about the missing, you know, there's a strip right down the middle of the USA. No one's ever disappeared, but do you know what's actually in the centre of the USA? The Skinwalker Ranch. If you don't know what the Skinwalker Ranch is, look up Jeremy Corbell's Hunt for the Skinwalker. It's free on Amazon Prime, and it is such a strange place. Such a strange place, and it's part of the Ute Nation. But this place is just amazing. But Eastern USA, I was absolutely gobsmacked by one of the stories that I read last night. I had to read it about 3 times to like, what? Yeah, I mean, how can a 2-year-old child walk across 2 mountain ranges, over rivers, creeks, bogs, and travel 30 odd miles in 10 hours? How does that happen? I mean, all you ladies have had children. Do you think a 2-year-old could walk 30 miles over a mountain range? And it wasn't just one mountain range, it was 2. And they found him alive, which was fantastic. But the child had a disability. The child was mute, couldn't talk. That is so strange. And when you read the missing stories, you realise that keeps cropping up. And this child did it naked. And yet there was no marks or anything on its feet. How does that even work? I mean, I remember when my earliest recollection of my life, I think probably 5 years old. And I wouldn't have walked 30 miles in 10 hours. I don't even think a lot of able-bodied people, especially in a mountain range, could walk 30 miles in 10 hours. It's impossible. It's impossible. There's something going on. I've got my ideas and theories about what's going on in the USA because of my experience when I was 13 years old. Some of you know what happened to me on my birthday. There's just things that go on in the wilderness, and as I say, if you're one of these people that like the outdoors, you like walking in the mountains and stuff, if you're in the USA, you carry bear spray, you carry a firearm, and most of all, you carry a personal locator beacon. If you've got a family member that's coming up for a birthday soon, and they like hunting and being in the outdoors, ask them, do you have a personal locator beacon? If they say no, buy them one. Because these numbers are only going to go up each and every day. Somebody every day in one of the national parks in the USA disappear without a trace. So with that in mind, look after yourselves. If you do go out into the wilderness, carry a personal locator beacon. I do. Whenever I go on the downs, and I've got a reception, but there's places when I moved to Wales, when I'm going to the mountains, I always carry a personal locator beacon, simply because accidents happen. Ask yourself this question: if you were 10-15 miles out into the wilderness and you broke your leg, could you make it back? I bet you couldn't. I couldn't, and I'm ex-military, ex-nurse. I would know how to repair my leg to such a degree I could walk, but the pain would be too much. So always be wary when you're outdoors. And if you do enjoy the outdoors and you like all going into wilderness and stuff, get a personal locator beacon. It will save your life. And as Dave Pilates always says, he's never known one case of a person disappearing that had a personal locator beacon and a firearm. No one's ever disappeared. Some people have disappeared that have got their mobiles and they ping them. And at some point, I'll tell you a little story at some point about somebody that was in the wilderness, it was using their phone, and still they missed them. They didn't find them for roughly about 5-6 weeks. So I'll tell you more about that at a later date. But today, I hope you enjoyed watching Oberon get these little grooming. I enjoy it as well, and I know once he goes outside and he feels the cold air touching his belly, he's going to be bouncing. So hopefully he'll start doing that, and what I'll do is I'll do a little live feed when I'm walking him, just so you see how he reacts when he's had his hair cut. And because the hair's cut, it means he'll stay cooler as well. Even though we haven't had a summer, there's days when it's very humid. And but as I look, we've got a lot of cloud cover out there. I think we might get rain. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all again real soon. Oh, my hair is long, isn't it? Do you think your scissors could reach from Caerphilly to Brighton, Liz? Look at that. Pity, if I had more hair here, I would probably look more like Father Christmas. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you all later. I will do, I mean, if you want to have the IM meeting, or we can have both. I could do a live video and a live feed through my the IM through the phone. And so let me know what you think in the comments below. I will see you all a little bit later. So thanks for watching. So as to say now is good night, God bless. Actually, have a good night, God bless, and take care. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching, everyone.